Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So does that look absolutely delicious? This is what we're going to be making up today. This is just one of the many plates that I'm going to be preparing this afternoon. It looks delicious. I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are as excited as me to try this recipe. The video is a little bit of a longer video, but I do walk you through step by step how to do this so you can do it yourself at home. And each bite will have so much goodness in there. We got mozzarella cheese, we got cream cheese, we got smoked brisket in there, everything you need. Now if you don't smoke your own brisket, you can buy a pre-made brisket at H-E-B or your local store, but it's pretty easy to find someone that can smoke a brisket up for you. If not, I recommend you try that out. I may even do a video on that pretty soon. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please. Now if you do really enjoy this video, you can help us out by hitting that subscribe button and that thumbs up button right underneath. We are a monetized channel, which means a lot of our revenue comes from ad revenue and not from sponsors. So by you hitting that, that helps us get more advertising on our channel. And we hope you guys enjoy the video. And thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So have we got an amazing recipe for you guys today? You're in for a surprise. This is going to be awesome. I've never tried this yet. I've had it, and I've done something really similar to these. Some of y'all know, you might have seen my videos where I've done steak and cheese peppers, chicken bacon ranch peppers, buffalo chicken peppers, your basic cream cheese and chive peppers. But today we're going to do a brisket stuffed pepper. And this is all going to start with picking the right peppers. So right here, let me show you. I mean, these peppers, there's no real way for you to know the size of these peppers. So to put some reference next to it, this is a roll of quarters. A roll of quarters will comfortably fit in your hand. This thing's huge. These peppers literally, I've estimated that they will hold, 4 of these peppers will hold a little under a half a pound of brisket. A half a pound of brisket in 4 peppers. So this is going to be super awesome. You're talking a 6-inch pepper. I mean, people have 6-inch Subway sandwiches. This is going to be really good. So let's take a look at the brisket and see what we're going to stuff inside of it. So over here we have 10 pounds of slow smoked brisket. This has been cooked all night. This is extremely good. I can't wait to actually snap into this a little bit. I'll probably be nibbling throughout the day. This was actually started out as a 14-pound brisket. We left all the fat on it. That way the fat could cook down and get right up into the brisket. We'll take a look at some of the other ingredients we're going to be using. So no stuffed pepper is complete without a good pepper. I ended up getting lucky and found some of these ginormous habanero peppers. Everybody puts cream cheese in them. Everybody wraps them with bacon. We're going to put some chives in there. We're going to put a little bit of mozzarella cheese just to give it an extra cheesy flavor. And in this one, we're going to be adding Vegetable Garden. This is seasoning from McCormick's. It's one of their Grill Mates products. This recipe was going to be a little more tricky on which Grill Mate product that I wanted to use. There's so many, and because that one just wanted to jump out at me. What is that one? Oh, that's a Brazilian steakhouse one. Because there's so many different spices that McCormick's does, where this one ties in the flavor of the brisket with the creaminess of the cream cheese, with the spiciness of the hot pepper. It's hard to pick which McCormick spice I wanted to use for this one. We've decided the vegetable herb, the garden vegetable, is going to be the best because it's going to go with the vegetables. So these were some of the other ones that we were deciding that we thought would have a really great flavor with this. McCormick's is a great product. It's inexpensive. It's a great quality product. For those of you that know, our channel strongly supports McCormick for the great spices. It's just a great flavor. And it really will add anything to your dish. No matter what dish you're making, there is a spice out there that McCormick's has for everything. So I strongly recommend you check this out. And if you do try this recipe at home, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know how it went for you. And if you chose a different spice than we're using, go ahead and let me know how it came out, because I really like to know. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing, once you start making these peppers, is you want to cut the top in a way. A lot of people want to just cut halfway. Some people will even try to get 2 peppers out of one because the way they cut them. What I like to do is start right here and basically come down and make like a little pocket. This is going to open the top up a little bit, and basically then when you can stuff more in it, and you want to keep the top with the pepper. So once you fill it and you put the top back on and you wrap it in bacon, the bacon will, as it cooks, tighten up and force the pepper to stay closed, even though all that goodness inside is going to want to ooze out. That cheese, the cream cheese, as it starts melting, so you want to make it more like a pocket. And we're going to put as much as we can get in there. Like I said, we've estimated 4 peppers, a little under a half a pound of brisket actually. So this is going to be delicious. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to cut one of these peppers up. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to cut them all up. So when you first cut the pepper open, you're going to see the seeds in it, the veins in it. The more of those you can take out, the less the heat will be, because hot peppers are a little intimidating to a lot of people, but once I've gotten people to try mine, they're usually like, oh wow, it has a good spice to it, but it ain't overly hot. I mean, I'm a Yankee, so I'm actually from Maine, even though I live in Texas, and people tease me about not being able to handle the heat. I like to take all the veins out. I like to take all the seeds out. Sometimes I'll leave a little bit in there for people if it's specifically for someone and they like it spicy. But once you get them all cleaned out, it's going to look something like this. As you can see, there's a big pocket in there. That's a lot of room. If you're only putting cream cheese in this thing, it's going to go through a lot of cream cheese. I mean, I've gotten this to where I could fit a whole block of cream cheese in about 4 of these peppers. Nobody wants to just eat cream cheese. Even though it's going to have a really good flavor, you got to put something extra in there. That's why I do steak and cheese, buffalo chicken ranch, all kinds of good stuff. And you can try out different things that you like. So with that being said, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get all these peppers lined up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get them all cleaned out, this is what they're going to look like. As you can see, I put my tops right next to the pepper so that way I can just close them up. You don't want to be mix matching tops. If you try to do this and just throw all your tops in one bowl and your peppers on the other, then you might have some small top going over some big pepper, and it's only going to close up halfway. You want to keep the top with the bottom. So with that being said, the next step that I'm going to do, I always layer a little bit of mozzarella cheese at the very bottom. That way the cheese is going to blend with the cream cheese. You'll have that cheesy, creamy flavor that everybody likes. So I'm going to get that in here, and this is what it's going to look like. So now once you got all the cheese in, now a lot of people will think, well, we'll put the cream cheese in next. The next thing I'm going to put in, I'm going to put the brisket in first. And the reason is because I'm going to put the cream cheese on top. And as the cream cheese heats up, it's going to kind of melt downward. And it's going to basically encapsulate the brisket. One other thing to note, I'm doing these on a cookie sheet in the oven. We've been having a lot of bad weather with rain and stuff, and I had some grill issues. So I'm going to be doing them on a cookie sheet. Now, make extras. I say that because once you put the tops on all the peppers, you're going to have extra room in here. And you want to maximize your space, of course. And once people start eating these, they're not going to be able to stop at one. So that's why over here, as you can see, I kind of got a few more going. That way I can kind of fill in the gaps. And so with that being said, let's take a look at the brisket one more time and then get the brisket in here. Oh boy, that brisket's looking good. I can't wait to put this in there. I've been snacking on it a little bit already. So now you want to be a little generous with the brisket. Cut it, but be a little generous putting it in. You want people to taste that smoke flavor, that great brisket. You want it to spread in there. So let's get this brisket put in them peppers and see how it looks. So we just got the brisket in. I'm pretty generous. That brisket, I can't stop eating it. I'm going to gain all my weight back. For those of you that don't know, I've lost almost 80, 90 pounds with some recent events over the last 9 months. It's good. It is going good. This stuff is awesome. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to top it off with the cream cheese. So I'm going to show you that. Now them are looking awesome. Now the only thing missing is, like I said, if you cook them just like this, they're going to have good flavor, but they're not going to have something that, you need to put something in your recipes that people just are like, wow. You need that wow effect. So now I'm going to slap on my McCormick garden vegetable seasoning, put it on all of them, and then see what they look like. So now I've got all the seasoning on. Now as that cream cheese starts melting, it's going to start absorbing that flavor of that McCormick seasoning, and it's going to spread it through the whole pepper. So now I'm going to end up putting all the tops on and get them wrapped up with bacon and show you guys what the finished product looks like. And this is why I made extra, because once you put the tops on, you got room for more. So all them extra ones I slid on the tray. Now I'm going to get them wrapped in bacon. So now when you wrap these in bacon, I've got 3 different kinds of bacon here. The reason I got 3 different kinds, I was going to use the maple, which will give it another extra layer of flavoring, and the Chop House thick cut bacon. But the person that I'm cooking them for, some of these for, can't do any carbs. So both these have 1 carb per slice. This bacon over here is more of a home generic bacon. There's no extra flavoring. It's just the pure bacon. But it has 0 carbs, so some of them are going to be wrapped in this bacon, and some of them are going to be wrapped in this thick cut maple and the Chop House. So let's get started. So there you have it. Now they are all wrapped up in bacon. I put a toothpick on one side so remember where the generic bacon is. If you're using the generic bacon, that's going to be a thinner cut bacon. Go ahead and maybe wrap it 2 times if you're using, that way you put a lot of work into this. You want to make sure there's plenty of bacon. When it cooks down, you find out they don't have as much bacon on as you thought. If you're using a thick cut, I would only recommend going with 1 piece. Otherwise, this is going to take longer to cook, the thick cut before the thin cut. If you try to put 2 pieces on a thick cut bacon, and you run the risk of not cooking your bacon all the way through. So I just set my oven to 400. It's preheating now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw these in, and I will show you what the finished product looks like once it's done. So once you are done, guys, you can garnish it up any way you like. This is a to-go tray that I'm sending someone. I also added some brisket in there, a little bit of garnish, some pretty... I don't know, just some different little stuff. And I left 1 spot open in the back corner. I'm going to put some homemade barbecue sauce in there that I like to do my own, like a honey mesquite barbecue sauce, using my own beehive honey, and go from there. I thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Take care, guys.